Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikase and I'm currently on a road to 30. Basically, I'm recording a video every single day until I turn 30, just to look back on all the things that I talked about, the random stuff, the random post, or whatever, all in all. And so if you're new here, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, and join the family. Join me on this journey to the road to 30. I'm praying for miraculous things and just things to just come about. Yes, I'm in my car. So let's just start this video. Sorry. I'm in my car right now, not driving. I'm currently at a food pantry here. I'm so tired to the point, I don't know what time it be. I don't know what day it is. I'm just going. That's literally like me right now. My eyes are so heavy, and I figured, let me make a video now because it'll keep me up while I'm waiting in this line. Dang, what was I gonna talk about? Oh my gosh, it's completely left my brain. Okay, anyways, that's fine. We'll talk about something else then. So yesterday I was on Instagram and I saw a reel on Instagram, and it was this video saying how these fourth graders, I believe the state is Wisconsin. The state is Wisconsin. I'm gonna try to post the video right here.
Huh? Hi, baby. Are you a boy or a girl?
Funny you should ask, Sid. One of the first things they check when a new baby is born is what kind of body parts they have. They do that to determine a baby's sex. Most of the time, it's easy to determine, and sometimes it's more complicated.
This one has a penis. It's a boy. This one has a vulva. It's a girl. Congratulations.
Whoa, let's hit the brakes, people. The way your body looks on the outside is only part of the story.
What?
Stay with me, gang. This is important. Hi, little one. Your sex refers to your physical body parts, remember? But there is also something called gender, which is how you feel inside your body and who you know yourself to be. And your gender, how you feel on the inside, doesn't always match the sex you were called when you were born.
Okay.
Let's say you were born with a penis and you feel like a boy inside. In that case, your sex and your gender match.
Well, what if you were born with a penis and you know you're a girl inside, not a boy?
Then your sex and your gender don't match.
Wait, what does know you're a girl inside mean anyway? Does that mean you have to love pink things and princesses?
Nope. Sometimes people refer to things as girl things and boy things, but this is just how people sometimes classify things, usually to make it easier to sell stuff to kids and their parents.
So usually I never comment on these type of things on my channel. I always, fill you guys with the word, and I always, let people know how much Jesus loves them and all this other stuff. And I love on everybody. I love on everybody. There's a lot of things I do not agree with, and I don't agree with in this country or during these times and things like that. A lot of things are not surprising, but there's a lot of things that I feel like if adults don't really even understand, why are you forcing kids to do it? I think my biggest problem with this video is the fact that it's based off of feelings. Feelings is not something that you can count on. Period. And I always used to say feelings are fleeting. Right now, I can say I feel like eating a taco. An hour later, I can say I feel like eating pizza. One moment I could say, I feel like I'm really, really sad and down in the dumps. An hour later, or a day later, or a week later, a month later, going through whatever I'm going through, I can feel joy. I can feel happiness. I can feel anger. I can feel moody. I can feel all of these things. Feelings change all the time. And I think that's what's so irritating about that video to me, because it's just like, oh, because that person feels a certain way, that alters their identity. That makes zero sense to me. Zero sense to me. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And I see, and this is not even just my faith. This is more than that, because there's people who don't follow, who are atheists and don't agree with these things and are choosing to homeschool their kids. And I'm gonna be homeschooling Daxton as well. We're choosing to homeschool their kids to, you know, not necessarily censor them from certain things, but some of the stuff is not correct to be educating your children. Why are you showing fourth graders this type of stuff that's actually inaccurate? And I think the other things relating to feelings that bother me is, what exactly does it mean to feel like a girl or to feel like a boy? I really want to know that, because as a woman, I want to know what exactly are the feelings of a woman, because there's different types of women. There's masculine women. There's women who are not that, you know, who are kind of neutral. There's women that are extremely into their femininity. Yes. There's just different types of women. There's just women that just that don't care about a lot of like womanly stuff or whatever, you know, labeled as womanly things. So it bothers me when someone says they feel like, how do you feel like a woman if you've never even have the genetic makeup to be a woman? So how can you say, are you being taught these things and like, oh, I feel like I should look like that? Is that what the feelings are going to? Because I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, clearly I wasn't right back. I came home and it was just a lot going on. Life definitely was just lifing from the moment I came home. I'm literally in my PJs right now, getting ready to go to bed. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta finish that video. So as I was saying earlier, I don't understand like the whole feeling situation. And, you know, I had time, I did think about it all day today, and I never want to spew hate to anybody. And because I'm not in that position, I may not understand, but these things to me shouldn't be taught to children because it's not accurate. As I said in the beginning of the video, feelings are not something that you can count on. And as children, children are changing every single day. Every single day, from the moment they're born until they actually reach the age of maturity, they are changing so often. So teaching them something like this, it's confusing them. It is really confusing them, and I hate it. And you know, I'm not going to deny the fact that there are some kids out there that may be confused or may have a lot of questions, but I feel like, I don't want to say feel, there should be something in place for them, because you're teaching the majority that this is okay to think this way. Now, there's sometimes, you know, there's boys that may play with like dolls, and you know, some girls that may play with like trucks and stuff like that, but those things are not exclusive to like boy stuff or girl stuff or whatever the case may be. So I'm just like, it's just so frustrating to me. Like, what you're born as is what you're born as, and I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Well, actually, it is my belief, so I'm not, it's science as well. So I try my best not to offend anybody, but when you are born and you have a penis, you are a boy. And when you have a vagina, you are a girl. And that's just that. And society is just kind of like all over the place. And it's so heartbreaking to me. It's so heartbreaking to me because this was never a thing when I was growing up in school. And granted, some people, you know, who may be trans or anything, like I said, I'm not in their position. I may not understand, but I don't believe that as a child, there's just certain things. It just should not, it really should not be. Like the gender reassignment surgeries and things like that on minors, I don't believe should ever be put in place because there's been so many stories of people who have changed their decision because it wasn't the right decision or whatever the case may be. And it's just, I'm really praying for the lost. And I know that, you know, things like that, like I said, is not completely surprising. And I just pray that whoever sees this and may be confused on who they are, I really pray that the Lord speaks to you and that you come at it with an open heart, that you were not born a mistake. The way you were born is how you should identify, and there's nothing wrong with you. You are loved the way you are. The things that you're battling inside of you, those are things that are spiritual. I promise you, those are things that are spiritual. And let the Lord captivate your heart. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you may be in a confused state of mind. So I really pray that confusion goes away and that you love on yourself. And you love the way that you were created because you were not a mistake. God took his time knitting you together and putting you together and forming you together. And there is nothing wrong with you. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm praying for this world, and although I would love to see Jackson grown up and, you know, would love to see my grandchildren in the future, at the same times I'd be like, okay, God, you go ahead and call me home too. I'll be all right. Let's get this new earth started. You feel me? But anyways, let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys mañana. It's been a long week. But all right, love you guys, but Jesus loves you most. Remember that.